Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Mermail Master coming at you from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel with a very special video. And, as you know, we recently received 100 subscribers. And I wanted to do like a little special video of my own due to the fact that I was not able to be in the 100 subscriber special that the team members put out. Shout out to all the members of our team. People have been working very, very hard. And so I decided to do a review on all of my number cards. Now, a lot of people are numbers collectors out there. I've never really been a numbers collector myself, but these are just random cards that I collected, and I was like, hey, I saw Team Time Rider Nikolai's number collection and decided to just sort of compile all my numbers together and see if I could do a review, talking a little bit about some of the numbers that I have, how I got them, and all that good stuff. And I found out that I actually have a good number of number cards that I've collected throughout the years and years that I've been playing this game. Since from starting Zexal to now, there have been so many different number cards released, and it's like, when collecting numbers, you get like a taste of so many eras of the game, so many number cards that were created for like specific eras of the game in mind. You can just see like numbers that were released early, such as Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja and stuff like that, versus numbers that were released later, like Volcasaurus and Dragulus the Vampiric Dragon, having drastically different effects based on like the years and times that they were released in, which I think is super, super cool. Like that it just like, it's kind of like an archetype like Heroes, for instance, where, they keep getting support throughout the years, and you kind of see how that support advances and moves forward. So let me get started, and I'm going to show you the big pile of number monsters that we have here. So first off is Utopic Future. Got one of these at a YCS and got the other one at actually today. Very, very good card. Really good against the Cosmo deck because it's non-targeting, and was something I believe it was either, I think Yuma used this at some point against Astral in their final duel, which was very cool. Number 7, Lucky Straight. Really cool card focused on gambling. 2, number 11, Big Eyes, one of my favorite. I run this in my Mermail and one of them in my spell books. Really cool art on those cards too. Number 12, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, the card that Michael Stibbins used to win against Norberto Leon in YCS Tacoma with his Inzektor deck. Very cool card, and I also run it in a Ninja deck profile, which I believe is up on the channel. Number 13, Embodiment of Crime. This is going to be going in my updated Spiral deck. Number 15, Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder. Cool card. I used to run this in Sylvans, actually. Pop XYZs and inflict damage, kind of like Volcasaurus. Then we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 ultra rare number 16 Shockmasters. Probably my favorite number. I used to run this all the time. Like whatever deck I was running, I'd want to fit in Shockmaster in there. That just, like, there's nothing better than just summoning Shockmaster, declaring one type of card, and then locking that card out of the game. I used to always declare traps with this if I was playing like 6 Samurai or something like that. Overlay into a Shockmaster with, 2 Kizans and like Inishi or something like that, and lock your opponent out, and then go for like a Beast or Barkion or something like that. Two copies of number 17 Leviathan Dragon. Really cool looking card. This one's actually Euro print. Number 20 Giga Brilliant. I remember when this was like 10 bucks. It went from 50 cents to like 10 bucks and then back down. I've had this card for years. Number 21 Frozen Lady Justice. One of the newer numbers. I think there was a manga exclusive number. Just got this one for the collection. 2 copies, ultra rare, of number 23, Lancelot, Dark Knight of the Underworld. Very, very tough card to deal with. Only 2,000 attack, but when it attacks directly, destroy a card, and then once, I think, is it once per turn? Or, yeah, once per turn during either player's turn, when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, detach a card to negate it. If you don't kaiju this thing, it's gonna fuck up your day, real good. Number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction. Only go for this if you're going for game. Special summon it to your opponent's side of the field. They can't special summon, and they take 2,000 each turn. So my buddy Corey actually has an Acid Golem burn deck, which is super funny, and uses Bahamut Shark. He's probably happy that his Bahamut Sharks are going up to serious value. Number 31, Embodiment of Punishment, the opposite of Embodiment of Crime. I wish they kept their Japanese name, Cain and Abel, for the sort of Jewish significance that comes along with that. Now, I don't have its normal form, but I have its chaos form, and that is number C32, Shark Drake Vice. Really cool looking ghost rare card. I don't think it has any practical use, because number 32, Shark Drake, doesn't really have any practical use, just inflicting like double damage or something like that. And, you know, Shark Drake Vice is a super situational chaos form of a super situational card, but it's still pretty cool looking. Number 34, Terror Bite, the European print of this card. With the kind of more interesting secret rare print. Another card not used often, but still cool. Number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. I actually was running this in my Mermails for a little while. I guess just trying to test it out and see how I liked it and see like how the play style was for it. It ended up not really being, you know, that bad of a card, but my main issue with it was the fact that it detaches during the battle phase, so it's not like Dweller that you can just detach and get your Dragoon search right away. You have to wait. So that's number 37. Right after number 37 is number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Very, very good card, negating spell cards. This is one of the more recent numbers that I was talking about, you know. The difference between this and one of the, you know, Leviathan Dragon is like night and day. For the next number, we have the whole Utopia crew. Number 39, Utopia Roots. Ultra number 39, Utopia. My Duelist League number 39, Utopia. Number C39, Utopia Ray in Ghost Rare. Number S39, Utopia Prime, original Cross Souls version. My favorite of the Chaos forms, number C39, Utopia Ray V. Right after that, we got C39, Utopia Ray Victory. Number S39, Utopia the Lightning. Very, very good card there. And then 2 copies of number 39, Utopia Beyond. A lot of Utopia stuff in there. There's some stuff I'm missing. I wish I had Utopia Kaiser, though. Then we got number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings. I think this was the first rank 8 that was ever released, so a lot of people ran this. And if you run, apparently I learned that if you run Gimmick Puppet Devil Strings, or its rank up form, you can use those string counters that destroy at the end phase to inflict even more damage. I actually got this from the Shonen Jump, so you don't see too many of these ultra rare running around. Number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. This is a big player in MCO40's Dragon Ruler, whatever it's called, Dragon Ruler like Karakuri deck, where you basically just activate its, you summon Karakuri Barrel, which is a level 2 tuner, and then you activate number 42 Galaxy Tomahawk, special summon a bunch of them, create 3 Burets, or 3 level 8 Buredo, special summon a Strategist, activate Strategist effect to switch its battle position, and all Buredos, when a Karakuri monster switches its battle position, you draw a card. So all 3 of them stack and you draw 3 cards. So this was actually part of an OTK kind of like insane, crazy deck that never came to be because of the fact that Galaxy Tomahawk was just never released. And it finally got its print as a common and just largely went unnoticed by the general public. Number 50, Black Ship of Corn, the ultimate Zen Mines out. I used to run this card back in the day all the time to out Zen Mines. Send 1 monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. It's not, it's basically not destruction. So this was before there was targeting protection. There was just like destruction protection like Zen Mines had. One of the best XYZs in the game at that point. You use this to send Zen Mines. You use it to send Mace Stroke. Any like annoying protective XYZ, get rid of it with Black Ship. One of the more recent ones, Finisher the Strong Arm. When this card battles 3 times, destroy all cards your opponent controls. A little bit of an effort to do this, and he doesn't really have any protection, but he's nevertheless a kind of cool card that I just picked up for this number profile. Number 52, Diamond Crab King. I kind of like this card. The ultimate, 3,000 beater no matter what, and he outs towers. So a lot of this, he jumped up to like $15 for a time when people were trying to pick this thing up, scrambling for it. Number 56, Goldrat. If you've seen my Spiral deck profile, you've definitely seen 56 Goldrat. This is one of my favorite level 1 monsters, but I've never been able to play a level 1 deck that has been able to summon it consistently until I got to Spirals. And I love the card because even though you shuffle back something with your Spirals, like, you search like Quick Fix, or you search like a drone or one of the spell cards, Big Red. You search one of those out of your deck and add it to your hand. Like you're constantly searching stuff from your deck to your hand. Number 56 Goldrat, activate its effect. Draw 1 card, and then you can send one of those Spiral things back to your deck. And chances are you'll have a way to reborn Quick Fix and then get back the thing that you just sent back to your deck, meaning that Goldrat is kind of inherently a +1 in that situation because you're just shuffling back a card you're going to get anyway. So its effect is, like, not only can you easily summon it in Spirals, but its effect, like its negative side of its effect, is like completely mitigated in the deck, which is absolutely awesome. And anytime that you can attack directly with it on an empty field that your opponent controls is just too trolly for words. Number 61, Volcasaurus. I knew as soon as I saw this effect in the anime that it was going to be making big, big ground, and it really has. It's been a defining force in the metagame. Volcasaurus into Gaia Dragon into just attacking for game. I used to run this all the time in my Hieratic deck and other things that I did. Now one's currently in my Hieratic deck and another one is in my Windup deck, and you're seeing both Volcasauruses here. Number 69, Heraldry Crest, and my favorite Chaos number, number 69, Heraldry Crest of Horror. This card is absolutely insane. When your opponent attacks it, when your opponent just attacks, I think that they force it to attack. Even if you don't have Heraldry Crest out, this thing will destroy all cards they control, which for anyone just watching this stuff is absolutely insane. Heraldry Crest used to have a fantastic effect in the show, and they just completely neutered it beyond anything that should ever be played. And it really, really upsets me because this card had the potential to be awesome. A lot of people were waiting for this to be a really good XYZ monster in the game, and it just, Konami just did this one a really, really dirty. Next, number 72, Shogi Rook. This came out after the Hieratic era, but it's still a kind of cool card to pop things. I forget who it was who played the Shogi stuff, but I think it was a manga exclusive archetype. Still pretty cool for any deck that can make rank 6s. DDDs can get this out, pop a monster, pop a spell and trap. Still targets though, but it's a really cool looking card, and the fact that they made an archetype about Shogis is interesting. Number 73, Abyss Splash, another mainstay for my Windup deck. This was what I was experimenting on before the whole Bahamut Shark thing. Abyss Splash can get you over any monster in exchange for inflicting half damage. Not really an amazing card, but I like it for its utility in being able to beat over tough monsters. Number 74, Master of Blades. When your opponent activates an effect that targets this card, negate the effect and then pop one card they control. So it prevents targeting effects. The only reason why people don't run this card is because there's other rank 7. Rank 7 was one of the best ranks in the game for a while, and there were just so many other options that granted you so much better stuff. So that was cheap man's Draco Sack. Number 78, Numbers Archive. I just got this as well, so I'm planning on doing a little bit of testing with it and seeing how I like it. But yeah. Just summons a random number monster from your extra deck. You don't get to pick the one that you get to summon, unfortunately. Your opponent just randomly picks a card, reveals it if it's a number, special summon it onto this thing, and then you have to get it destroyed at the end phase. Apparently, like, you can get around it with Dragulus, but I haven't really looked too deeply into that. Number 80, Rhapsody and Berserk. Apparently this is super good against like ABCs and stuff. But you use number 80, Rhapsody and Berserk, banish 2 cards from your opponent's field, and then equip this to an XYZ, and it gains 1200 attack power. This card was super, super good a little while back in whatever was running rank 4, but I remember this being a mainstay in a lot of people's extra decks. Number 81, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Superior Dora. Detach 1 XYZ material, becomes unaffected by card effects. The single-handedly strong XYZ monster of Shaddoll Trains. Not really a great deck, but still Superior Dora is kind of a very fun card to have, even if the deck that it's a part of is a one-trick pony. Number 82, Heartland Draco. Uses in Fire Fist to attack your opponent directly. Insanely, insanely good. I use it in my Bujin deck personally, which hopefully I'll have a deck profile up of. Number 83, Galaxy Queen. Trying to test this out in Spirals, but prevents battle destruction and, you know, gives you some other benefits. But it requires 3 level 1s, so, you know, is depending on if the investment is really worth it. But it's a cool card, one of the oldest numbers in the game from Photon Shockwave. 85, Crazy Box. This guy's actually in my Necroz deck. I run him when I have the Unicorn out on the field. So you basically just summon Crazy Box and he becomes a free 3000 beater because his effect gets negated because he's summoned from the extra deck. So awesome, awesome card. Number 86, Hero Champion Rongaminiad. I don't even know why this is a number. I don't think he even appeared in the game. But like a 5 material Rongaminiad pretty much guarantees you the game. Just locks your opponent out of like whatever they're trying to do. Number 88, Gimmick Puppet of Leo. This guy is kind of like the spiritual successor to Phenomenon. He has destiny counters and stuff that he gets whenever he attacks. And then if he gets 3 of them on him when he declares his 3rd attack, or is it, I think it's like you put 1 destiny counter on him. If you have no cards in your spell and trap card zone, you detach an XYZ material and place a counter, but you cannot conduct your battle phase. And then when he has 3 destiny counters on him, you win the duel. So I've been thinking about just like trolling around with him in like Blue Eyes or something like that. If your opponent like bricks for 3 turns, you just detach 3 materials from this dude and you win. Very cool card. Number 91, Thunderstark Dragon. This guy's actually a surprise tech in my wind-up deck. I'm trying him out in place of Delteros right now because he just offers a lot more. Granted, Delteros prevents like on-summon destruction effect, but if I can get this guy out onto an empty field, just wipe the board of monsters by detaching the 3 XYZ materials, then yeah, pretty good. You can attack or OTK onto an open field, or even like summon something else to the field to take its place. 92, Heart Earth Dragon. One of the guys who, the guy who had the Subterra deck profile actually has a deck that can regularly bring this out. Very cool card if you can bring it out. Its other number 53, is a very tough card to work with, and number 92, Heart Earth Dragon, is just like the same way. And it's depending on like whether or not you want to like put forth the effort. Its C form Chaos Heart Earth Dragon is an absolute utter piece of crap, and any chance that you would have to rank it up into Chaos form, do not take it. Just keep it at Heart Earth Dragon. Number 95, Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. The single-handed reason why the Dragon Rulers got banned. Send them all to your graveyard, and then your opponent banishes 3 cards, and then you just keep banishing and get a crap ton of supports and stuff out on the field. And just wreck. Like, that deck was, like, legal for a week, and Konami was just like, no way, this is not going to be a thing. We're going to ban the Dragon Rulers. And, ooh, by the way, unlimit all their baby forms, like they can be used anyway. Number 96, Dark Mist. one of my absolute favorite card in Agents, actually. You could just use this card to just like, with all your shine balls and stuff like that, just overlay into them, and your opponent really won't see what's coming. You can attack into like whatever they have, like anything that they have will not even be a problem. Now we're getting close. Number 98, Antitopian, anti-hope monster, kind of like Kaiser, except with like number 98. And instead of negating an attack, it just switches the monster into defense mode, and then if he's in the graveyard, you can special summon, I think it's just like when he gets into the graveyard, special summon a Utopia monster from your group, and then equip him as an XYZ material. So Team Time Riders Nikolai, this is actually one of his favorite cards, new favorite cards in his Utopia deck. 199 Utopic Dragon. You saw this in my Spiral deck profile. You can overlay on top of number 39 Utopia Roots, so you go into rank 1s, and then if you have like a rank up 7th one that you can't use in your hand, or any rank up card that you can't use, just discard to the graveyard. Get this guy, blanket monster effect, monster targeting, effect negation, and can special summon a number from your graveyard each and every turn. And now getting on to the over 100 numbers that I have. 2 copies of Silent Honor Arc. One of my favorite number monsters. I actually pulled this ultimate rare from the Legacy of the Valiant sneak peek, and then traded it away for an Exciton Knight, which I then used to get a bunch of cards which I currently own, like my DT Pleiades, my super rare Infantry, ultimate rare Black Horn of Heaven back when it was a really good card, as well as my secret rare Dracosac from the original set, which was actually $50 and then jumped suddenly up to $90, like right after that, when people were when people started to realize Lightsworn Rulers were a really good deck that format. Next is 102 and Chaos 102, Noble Seraph and Noble Demon, and these guys are probably the least adored over 100 numbers out of all of them. Most people like either 101 or 107, but I decided to put 102 in just because, like, you know, when you rip 7th one off your top of your deck and people are expecting you to go for like Chaos 101 or Chaos 107, you just summon 102, activate its effect, negate a monster's effect, and make its attack point 0. And then when the last XYZ material is detached, usually this dude right here, you detach from him, Noble Demon inflicts an extra point of damage. Like, usually I've never gotten Star Seraph Sentry out onto the field in any way, shape, or form. It's usually just Sentry and then straight into this guy here. Number 103, Ragnar Zero, with all of the attack negation and effects, like if an opponent's attack is different, detach 1 material, destroy that monster, and then you draw a card. I didn't think this card was any good, but like formats with Fire Fist proved me completely wrong, and this thing was an absolute staple. Not to mention it's a water monster, so it will also trigger Dragoons, and with the recent influx of rank 4s combined with the new attack increase and decreasing of some of the new decks and stuff coming out, I think 103 Ragnar Zero could easily find its way back into my Mermail extra deck, and I would welcome it with open arms. And the last monster, of course, is number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. OTK potential wrapped up into a nice rank 8 package. You can even use him to overlay on top of Full Armor Photon Dragon, pop a card, and then into Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon to inflict even more damage to your opponent's life points. So yeah, now that was a pretty lengthy video. I really enjoyed recording that. Very nice to finally get my numbers collection out in the open, and now I got to put all of them back to where they belong. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and for those of you who stuck with me until the end, I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you liked the video, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next Team Time Riders video. This has been the Mermail Master with Team Time Riders, and I'm signing out. See you guys next time. Peace.